Hey guys, and welcome to Return to Grace. Now, first things first, let me just, yeah, sorry guys, but yeah, anyways, I literally just came I just came across to this game, guys. Once again, don't even know nothing about this game. Or haven't seen like any video on this game or gameplay in general. I'm literally just going blind here. And also obviously I don't even know what this game is about, but like I said, this game just came across, and I literally do saw like like pictures of image of this game, and I don't know, it looks kind of like the image. It kind of looked like interesting to me, guys. So yeah, I literally don't know how this game is gonna play out. Hopefully it will be good. Hopefully I would like it as well. But that's why we are here, guys. Obviously, you already know, like to try out, any games, like to check it out, obviously for the very first time. So yeah, guys. And yeah, I don't even know how old this game is. But it's just crazy. Like I literally like never heard of this game, guys. But yeah, so anyways, obviously we're gonna check this out together, see what this is about. And yeah. So anyway, guys, so just sit back, relax, and without further ado, let's do this. Alright, we're gonna switch it back. Just want to make sure is everything good over here. Yes, video. Okay, we good. Alright.
Stick's not responding. Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
Rest in praise of humanity's greatest achievement.
Impact in 10, 9, oh there it is.
And then... Ooh.
Addie.
Wow.
Addie, please respond.
Everything hurts.
You've been out for nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen. Maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addie, we've had this discussion before. You won't have
Alan,
enough to...
It's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
Escape ship. Wow, guys. I mean, not gonna lie, right off the bat, that was literally like a good entrance to the game right there. We're literally on the ship. And we crash. And she's been passed out for like an hour. That's just crazy. So we literally talking to like an AI, pretty much you could say. Did that work?
Seriously. This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Visibility's terrible. Any sign of the Spire?
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
All right.
Wow, guys.
Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
So
No,
far,
a beacon
this.
could be anything. A lost colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here.
So far, right off the bat, guys, this scene, view, area, it just literally looks nice and crazy. Like, even like the graphics does look nice too. And yeah,
Believe this
literally,
storm. Where would this have come
it's
from?
literally hard to see.
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
This is literally like a big storm. Like it's just literally hard to see, obviously, guys. But that's actually really cool that we have, and that we are talking to AI, which his name is Annan. So that's just really cool. I like
There's
that.
something man-made here.
Station.
It's like a weather station, or maybe a seismic station. Looks the
Huh.
era of that relay from the Dawes Sea Day. It's at least 700 years old, Alan.
You could literally tell too, guys, right off the bat that it literally does the gold. But alright. Yeah, this storm is pretty bad, as you can see, guys.
There's a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the Spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
Okay. We're good, we're good. Alright.
This looks
And also,
climbable.
guys, excuse me. Also, I was gonna say, guys, hold up. Okay, this is the only way. Okay, she knows how to climb.
Which way here?
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure. I think over here is a dead end. But maybe I might find something over here useful. No. Oh yeah. What I was gonna say, guys, that I didn't read. The only thing that I do know that this game, it's not like a non-game. It's literally a short game. I don't know how non, it is, but I do know that this game, it literally is a short game. So yeah, just obviously wanted to throw that out there. Okay, I'm going the right way. Please don't look. Oh gosh.
Yep, there goes the back again.
What happened?
Fell
Are
into
you
a stupid
serious?
fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the Spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
Are you kidding me? Like, that literally had to fall on us, guys. It's always like that. Like, I'm telling you guys, we can never catch a break. Like, something always gotta happen. Like, why? Like, come on. Why are you doing this to me? Alright, well, great. Now we gotta find another way to get over there. Whoa. This is spooky, huh, guys? Yes, indeed.
Looks a little tight.
Ah, you could fit. It's okay. You got this, girl. Alright, so we're back over
It's
here.
opened up again.
Alright, we gotta follow that green dot, guys. Another station? Or it's the same
Another
thing?
station.
Oh,
Too close
okay.
together to be weather stations.
So
Another one.
seismic then. Icequakes would be the risk of building here. So it makes sense they would track activity.
You see, like, his face right there. Okay. We're obviously in the middle of
The surface
nowhere,
temperature
guys.
is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
Close.
Oh,
I can feel
gosh.
it.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Hey, at least we could say, at least we got like a friend, you know, that we could talk to, guys. Okay, I'm just saying, even though it's an AI, but it's okay. At least it's somebody. Okay, it sounds like we're all getting close. This is crazy.
This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Addie?
I'm looking at what must be the Spire superstructure.
Huh.
I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know. Doesn't seem possible. I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
Okay, where do I gotta go? I'm confused. I mean, you really cannot really see, guys, but like, it's like, I think it's like a big statue or something like that. I mean, obviously it is hard to see. Oh. Wow, okay.
Did you make
Damn.
it? Addie?
I'll let you know in 1 sec.
Yeah, she got it.
I'm in.
Wow, she didn't even jump from there. She got hops. I give her that. Alright,
All right,
made it
Grace.
inside, guys.
Let's find out what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
So now I'm curious, like, who's Grace? Well, we are gonna find out and see. Okay, no, that's like really dark. That is actually cool, guys. You can even see like our shadow. That is really cool. I like that. Oh, we gotta go in there. Yeah, you could fit in there? I'm just saying, guys. I'm just throwing it out there.
Hope my light still works.
Ooh, ho, ho, nice, guys. We got a flashlight. Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's gonna be kind of hard for us to see, even though I don't need a flashlight, guys, you know, because I'm not scared or I'm no punk, you know, I'm just saying.
Well, you should see this spooky tunnel I'm in, Alan.
But
And why would I want that?
oh, we gotta
Not
slide.
excited?
You crash-landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research, not to mention 6 months of spaceflight, are about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
Okay, just go nice and slow. Okay? I really thought we was gonna slide, but no, I was wrong, guys. This is the fan, okay.
Looks like a bit of a labyrinth, but I'm still picking up the signal ahead.
And you can still hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy.
Okay, locate the power source.
The structure looks to be in decent condition.
Another good sign.
Everything about this place looks 30th century to me. It's the right era, the right size.
Don't say it, Addy. We've had our hopes dashed before.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can open this.
Well, these can't be powered.
Okay, no.
There must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
Yeah, like I said though, guys, regardless, like, I literally do not need a flashlight. But obviously, you know, since it's dark, obviously, yeah, but if it wasn't dark, obviously, I don't need a flashlight, guys. I mean, come on. Come on now. Okay, maybe this way? Like, I'm really just going round in circles. Okay. Keep going straight. All right.
Looks like the tunnels can be air sealed. I'm guessing
Yeah,
large parts of the station can be pressurized.
Like, I don't even know where are we right now.
This one's broken. I think I can crawl through.
Yes, you can. We gotta locate the power source, guys. Obviously, that's what we are
Jeez.
looking
That's gotta be over
for.
15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
Wow. Anna knows, guys. He knows.
Ah, it's probably fine.
I could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Yes, she did. She ain't no punk either, guys, okay? She not scared.
Gosh, I hope this is the right way.
I hope so, too. It would have been nice, like, if we could have just slide all the way down. Like, right, guys? Like, come on.
Oh boy, this is slick.
Addy?
Oh no.
Woo! we good.
Whoa.
Are you hurt, Addy?
I'm
Whoa.
working on it. The
Indeed.
structure is enormous. This has to be the Gray Spire, Alan.
And there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
Wow. Yeah, we made it to the location.
I found the beacon.
And we are here.
The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Theoretically, if you run a scan, I can attempt to connect.
Okay.
The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact. You can use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close. Watch the meter closely and move your hand slowly to find the position.
There we go.
First position is locked. Second calibration position is up.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Okay. Gentle.
That's two, and here's the final position.
Easy peasy, guys. Okay, keep going, keep. Okay.
That's it. We're in.
Good
Accessing
job.
the network now.
I like that. Alan?
Shit.
That's not good.
Alan, you there? Alan?
Hello.
Ha!
A visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan? Who is this?
Yeah,
Who is
huh?
this? Who are you? Entering a home without knowing its host.
Are you Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small part of her logic processing.
Grace is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must apologize, Adamari. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance. There should be a manual winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the sliding doors.
Whoa, I was about to say, guys, like, hey, like, where's Alan? Hello?
Look for a hinged floor grate at the foot of one of the doors.
Okay.
The winch is set in the floor below one of the doors.
Where? I don't even see it. Huh?
You'll have to look below each door. I'm not certain which has the manual winch.
Wow, really? Oh.
This must be it.
Working the winch will open the door.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate the completion of the Gray Spire.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone. and it all fell apart.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Oh,
Well, you're a lot more than an
wow.
archaeologist usually gets.
So pretty much you could say we do know who is Grace. Escape rune.
The first step to restoring Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
I'll light the way.
Okay, restore the Spire power. That was actually pretty cool, guys. You know, like we had to like go like that. That was cool.
What do I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
What?
Okay. The 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now. Until we have a better idea of who you are. And, you can call me Addie.
I will refer to you as Addie, then, until we have a better idea of who you are. Do they not have squares where you are from?
Just give me a second.
Light only the 9 lights at the direct center of the panel. You need to toggle the other lights off.
Huh? I'm like confused.
Light only the 9 central squares. Light only the 9 central squares. Light only the 9 central squares.
Okay, calm down, please. Gosh.
Light only the 9 central squares.
Or maybe like this?
Light only the 9 central squares. Light only the 9 central squares. Light only the 9 central squares.
Okay. So this is 1.
Light only the 9 central squares.
Okay, yeah, calm down.
Light only the 9 central squares. Light only the 9 central squares.
Okay, so we gotta take... Oops, no. Take that out. Take that out.
Light only the 9 central squares.
Okay, okay, I got it. Oh, okay. You had to do it like that. Oopsie, well, my bad.
So what exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested. The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness. Go ahead and activate the elevator.
Oh, wow. Well, at least we figure it out, guys, okay? I was like a little confused there, but it's okay.
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the Spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly. About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can recall.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. Makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today.
Wow, okay. Power station door.
Can you open this?
With some difficulty. I will need to direct power from logic to control processing, and I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
Huh? I don't know what she meant by that, guys. What? Whoa, what the hell?
You still there?
Where would I have gone?
You sound a little different.
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure. I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty.
That's a different person. Like, okay.
What's the crane for?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
Yeah, this place actually is.
You know what's in these?
Enough, Addie. You must go to the generators.
They're cartridges. For what, I wonder?
For the last time, go to the generators.
Okay, okay, like he's like literally like being mean now. Like, calm down, okay? I'm going. Alright, so
These look like holding tanks. How exactly do these turbines work?
Why do you insist on being so insolent? Go to the generators. You must prime the generators first.
Makes sense.
yeah, I don't even know where are we, guys, but this is just this is crazy.
These look like crystal core processors. Amazing. You can find the material to build one of those today. So, why do you need me to start these?
Tradition. A time-honored failsafe of including human hands in the operation of this station.
Okay. But I don't know, guys. I don't think this is not gonna be good. See, I like this.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed. We are all
Okay,
part
that's
of
one.
Grace. Aspects of her infinite power. Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament.
Oh. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got one more to go. This is like gonna be getting like pretty interesting, guys. I like where this is going.
The
Okay.
turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
I must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument,
The what?
the broken turbine. You must go to it now.
Alright.
Okay, where is that again? I think it's over here. I think it was this thing right here. It's not that? Ah, am I confused? Okay, maybe it's this then. Maybe we gotta go over here. No.
Going down.
Oh, okay. It was that, guys.
I'm safe to be down here, right?
You shall not be harmed. You must uncouple the safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not.
Are you sure? I don't know, guys. I'm just saying. Okay, that's one. Now we gotta get to this one, which is here.
You must now go to the magnetic crane.
Okay, now we're gonna go there now. Okay. Sure thing.
You're sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
Yeah, I kind of really don't, to be honest. I mean, regardless, anything bad could happen, guys. We all know this, okay? Alright.
You must first cast out the old turbine. I said you must remove the broken turbine first.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we gotta
Now,
take
cast
this out.
aside the wretched unit.
Okay, I'm assuming we gotta put this here?
Now you shall place the new turbine.
Okie dokie. Let's see if this works. We shall see. Okay. Whoa.
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Who's
Grace?
that with?
Everett.
Oh, okay.
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
Yeah, who's
No.
that?
With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel and spread word of my return. From Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered. We should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger a moment longer.
And he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and understanding to the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Yet more insolence.
Wow, guys. Like I said, I didn't have a good feeling about it.
So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
There's no electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark Age.
Dark Age?
Much of humanity's record keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
Then we
Wow.
share an interest in shedding light on this Dark Age.
Wow, guys. Wow, wow. Okay.
From what I
So-
can tell, there is some sort of transit system on the other side of the control room, which should lead you to the other parts of the Spire.
Okay. So obviously we gotta come back here now. Huh.
I will illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
Okay, so we gotta go here, I'm assuming. I mean, hopefully we could find Grace, guys.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Tau.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist? How about the Greek letter Chi? The Roman numeral 10?
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Please tell me you know
so
your Roman numerals. How about a big fat X? You know that one?
yes, I know.
Perhaps it's
Thank
the
you.
symbol you use to sign documents.
Just give me a sec.
I know, okay?
It shows where the treasure is on maps.
Okay. She literally says she wants an S.
Got
There
it.
we go.
This is not the way to your ship.
Do you believe Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her?
Like what?
Like becoming too overbearing?
Humans would have been given no reason to question my bearing.
It's one of my theories, yes?
Like this AI is like, dude, I'm not going to my ship, okay?
This must be the main entrance. I'm guessing the landing pad is on the other side of the big doors?
That's correct, Addie. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
What are these for?
They appear to be terminals for processing visitors to the Spire, but they no longer store any useful information.
Wow. This is just really nice. It's pretty. Like, I literally just like the details and everything.
This looks Olympian or Neo-Egyptian. The triangle must represent the spire.
The graphic
Beautiful,
too.
don't you think?
Does it matter if it's beautiful?
That's another way to see it, sure. Cool statue.
Jupiter.
Maybe it's a mobile. Do the little moons move?
Perhaps at one point in time, though I'm not sure of the relevance of that.
Just curious.
Wow. This is literally just pretty. Okay. Let's keep it going.
Is this an airlock?
Yes. The spire beyond this point can be pressurized.
Oh, okay.
I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
I have about 5 hours left.
That's
Yeah.
quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support could be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for reasons I'll never understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
Okay.
Hello, Addie.
Hello. So you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend. No rush. If you let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. What? Restore the life support.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
Remaining
Wow.
connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think? Do you recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden? I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
This is literally pretty.
This must be Terra Classical, or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded their ships and set out to explore the world, discover its gods, and conquer its monsters. You are an explorer, Addie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder?
Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature preferences can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
Yeah.
Human truth spanning thousands of years.
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn.
Exactly.
I have no idea what this is. A weapon or tool of some kind?
It's a device for working metal. Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Addie?
It could be a symbol of hard work.
An industrious future? Or a laborious past, perhaps? You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that.
What is this? A lantern?
Is this a lantern?
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
All right, I follow.
What would you say these objects have in common?
They're artifacts from long before the building of the station.
The things we leave behind say something about us, don't they?
What a society leaves behind is all we have in understanding how they lived.
But we're interested in what you were willing to leave behind in order to come here.
Haven't left a whole lot, to be honest.
I believe that's all I will need to set the perfect temperature.
Finally.
You can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship all this way.
So it must be important, even though it's no longer holding up a roof.
I guess its purpose has changed.
As can happen with people, too.
Yeah, I really do like this area, guys.
Do you
I
see
guess
them,
it's
Addie?
just
Life in perfect
pretty.
stillness. The flowers defying the hoarfrost, as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
That's
Fancy
pretty.
words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Addie. There are no wrong choices.
I like the red flowers, to be honest.
This one.
I had a feeling you'd pick that. You're a risk taker. There's a passion in you, a fire you can barely contain that drives you to complete your mission. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
Yeah, I really like this whole place, like this vibe. Obviously, like with the flowers and stuff like that, guys, the plants. That just obviously really is pretty to see.
Whenever you're ready, you can move to the space under the pergola. I have one last exercise for the life support balancing.
Okay, this is the airlock. Okay. Huh? Hello. There's not even letting me like. Obviously, I literally do like looking at flowers, guys. Okay, so wait. It's not even giving me like no options. Like hello. Okay, maybe I'm missing something here. Oh.
Very good. Now, when you're ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain it is safe.
Okay.
Now I want you to
Alright.
take a deep breath.
Okay.
A nice, deep breath. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. And when you're ready, another deep breath in.
Okay.
Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath.
Huh. It is actually kind of nice.
Fill those marvelous lungs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky. Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
Yeah, I
And
would
we're
say.
almost done the calibration.
That
For our
actually does
last
help.
exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
Now, once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot. I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And that's 10 seconds. Excellent, Addie. We've done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
That was close.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
Oh, right. I mean, I actually did like that. That was just really nice, like, doing, like, that exercise. Refreshing, I would say. Okay, now we could go. There we go.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Maybe. Or you were abandoned over time.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things.
Yellow.
Very cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
Aha. Obviously, that's ice. Freezing ice, I should say. Yeah, like, this is just really is crazy, guys. Like, the place just, it's nice. Like, wow.
You wouldn't build a system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people, which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end.
I really did not expect.
That's a lot of ice. I wonder if that's going to be a problem.
I really did not expect, you know, like, the graphic to look like this. Just saying. I'm assuming we could break that ice, probably.
This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here.
So what happened to the people that used to work here?
This looks like a welder's jetpack. It's been disassembled for some reason. This one looks to be in working order.
A jetpack. Alright. Here we go.
No power?
There is no current running to this console. Control will be required to reroute power.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
Yeah.
I am the only answer.
Control? Fine. Where's the electrical access for the room?
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This era of electronics is dead simple. It won't hurt to take a look.
Of course.
This should show the power status of the room's various systems.
What else is new? Da, 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 da.
Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Well, there's your problem
Whoa.
right there.
Okay.
Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you,
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind,
You activated control and empathy.
for all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off control with a little empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're
Oh
right.
gosh.
What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great. What are we doing again?
We're powering up pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel.
You mean this?
Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Pow.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems.
Okay.
Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
Wow, look at that. Alright.
Go ahead. Push the throttle on the console.
Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Yeah.
You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice.
Of course. Of course. Nothing there.
This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice.
Oh, we gotta use this.
All right, pal. Let's try this one on for size.
So, what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay. Whoa. I
Yeah.
like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's working. We can fly.
Easy, pal.
Well, where do you want to go?
What?
All right. If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's great,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me.
Wow, we actually
Alright.
are flying,
Should
guys.
be close enough.
How cool is that?
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
This is really hard.
Oh, okay. Do you gotta like just please?
It's these stupid flames are throwing me around.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally. There's more ice here on the right.
This is just so cool. I mean, obviously we are not flying, guys, but still, it is cool.
Whoa, hold it
I like
steady.
it.
Sorry.
You may want to ease up, Addie. Don't push him too hard.
Yeah, but he's like not really controlling it.
Short bursts, Addie. He's really struggling.
Okay, we're
Keep
good.
going.
On it.
And this last bit here.
This is awesome.
Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
It is
Well,
cool. Oh
I'm
gosh.
afraid we're almost done.
Okay. At least we taking out the ice.
I think that's it. Do you think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. Got stuff to do.
That was fun while it lasted, guys. Thank you,
That's
pal.
fun, pal. We make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
Yeah, right. Let's see if it's gonna work. Oh yeah, now it worked, guys. I like it. Alright, let's get inside. Oh yeah.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
What? Why you want to see dead bodies?
Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
Huh? Whoa, where are we now? This is just crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, you still see the storm, eh?
This looks like a settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable PAL now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
Yeah, come on now. Don't do that. Don't be mean. That's actually really is nice. Okay, gotta do another pattern.
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
Right, slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel. Just having PAL running in the background is making us all a little stupider. Honestly, do you know what backwards is? Do you know what a Z looks like? If we did switch PAL off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
Okay, so we gotta just remove this. Baba.
Should we
Okay,
have Pal
so
do this?
no, I got it. She says she want a Z.
There.
That's pretty much a Z. Hooray. Not too
I've been
shabby.
thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors.
The big colorful doors.
As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop.
Oh boy, yeah, please. Wow, look at that.
It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
That's a nice statue.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
That's actually a pretty cool statue. Alrighty.
The settlement is through the large doors behind you.
I wonder what's in there. Okay. Another pat. Oh my gosh. How many do we have to do over here? I'm just saying. Okay.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me whoever it is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access? Logic.
Really?
Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They
Another
are encrypted.
new
It would
AI.
take me days to work out the pattern.
Is
Oh,
there
come on.
any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Easy enough. And we are in. Whoa.
This looks like another control room.
Not too shabby.
These are data banks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the Spire.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
More missing equipment.
This looks carefully removed.
Looks like the image from the Spire entrance. This must be the Spire
map?
structure. It must be in this section here. Can you tell me where Grace's processors are located?
You would need to access the console. which is directly across from the map.
Is this the console?
Yes, this is where humans can track activity within the Spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try.
This is the outside. Huh. Alright, well, let's give it a try.
There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years.
Okay, so we got a hag.
You got it.
Do we know the Spire's capacity?
50 units.
Okay, keep it going.
There it is. There are millions of names here.
Millions.
Whoa, really?
Well done.
If a million people cycled
Thank
through
you.
here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the Spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the Spire map.
Alright, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the Spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Oh, now he wants you
We
all
need
to be
learn more about
nice.
Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Reach level 3. Huh. Yeah, this is literally just keeps getting good and good, guys.
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3.
Probably, yeah. Okay, well... Oh.
I can climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
So we're not gonna be able to go to the, obviously the other door, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Let's keep it going. I don't know for you guys, but this is just literally keeps getting like interesting. I don't know about you guys. Hopefully you feel the same way, but I'm liking it so far. And like I said, I hope you guys are as well, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I mean, I am.
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Yeah. I would say like once.
Careful, Addie. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
Sound like my
Yeah.
mom. Whoa.
Addie!
Well.
Addie!
No! Come
Are
on,
you
that
okay?
was. Yes, I'm okay.
Fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addie.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
You can't even be talking to me like when I'm like obviously like getting across. Like, come on now. You're making me nervous. Jeez. Whew. Alrighty. Let's do this again.
Please, be careful.
Oh
This
my
is so
gosh.
low.
Quiet, please.
Yes, please. Can you like
Just
just be quiet?
concentrate on your breathing.
Yikes.
This is so exciting.
Breathe, Addie. Very good. Now keep walking forward.
I can't watch.
Can you like be quiet, please? Thank you.
I knew you could do it.
I know.
Should really try running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster too.
Alright. Whew.
Looks pretty empty. Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
Oh, this is a nice bed.
Work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the Spire? This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol. Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction. The top of the spire.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
That actually is like a nice bed. Okay, so can't do nothing over here. No. Okay, just making sure. Okay, can't do nothing here. Alright, so we just gotta open the door here.
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
Pretty much.
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
This must lead to an elevator.
It does, but it's another encrypted lock.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself?
Logic made it pretty clear. Not yet, Addie.
Yeah, okay. I get it, I get it. Alright, so let's go up. Up we go.
I'll light up the pattern for you.
See what's over here.
Another empty bedroom.
Ha ha ha.
All the rooms have these tubes.
That's locked. And if you have the same thing over here. Alright.
I don't see a way up.
No, okay. Oh my god, wow, look at that. That just looks crazy, guy. Hey, I'm just saying, you know. Obviously, just throwing it out there, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, so obviously this is empty. Keep going up. Okay, can't get across there.
Here's the code.
Okay, this
Not
door
much
is
here
also
either.
locked. Another tube. Pretty much the same thing. Alrighty. Good to know.
Travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages. Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
Okay, that, whoa. Isn't that a little weird? Yeah, right, guys. Who would literally just take the mattress like that off the bed? Don't know.
Here we go.
Okay. We gotta get to that rune. Are we gonna climb over here? No. You're gonna climb over here. Yeah. Okay,
We still
did
have
it?
one level to go.
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
Like, I was gonna say, guys, like, why the music stopped, you know?
Might be worth it.
It's a lot farther down. Are you sure?
I just wanna obviously look around.
Not yet, Addie.
Oh, okay. Dun, 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 dun.
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the code.
Oh gosh.
Try again. That's not it.
It might be better to take the shortcut across the beam.
Okay. It was the other way around.
I don't see any signs of unrest or violence.
And they left little behind.
Oh?
What are these?
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Of what, I wonder?
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool
whoa.
upgrade.
It's a boy.
We were hoping you could set up my comm device to help play back recordings.
Yeah.
Already done.
That'd be
Just hold
nice.
your device up to the canister.
Okay.
You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
Okay.
Obviously, we gotta hack again.
Hey, Grace. So, I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks. So, whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened. People came here to make wishes?
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
I don't know, guys. Like, really? Huh. That's like really like what they did. Like, just ask Grace like for wish. Let's just make a wish. I don't know. I mean, huh.
Well, nothing to climb here.
I got the ice. I don't know, like that's just kind of like a little. I don't know. For me, guys, I feel like that's just like a little weird. Like, if that is true, like, but yeah.
So, what should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
I'll try to think of some too.
Here you go.
Alright, let's see over here.
Someone tore this apart.
And took the pieces somewhere?
You're right.
What the
That's
hell?
certainly interesting.
Yeah, I would say. Why would they break this whole thing? What the hell? What happened over here, guys? I mean, okay. Obviously, that is weird.
Another dead end.
It's okay. Obviously, we are just looking around, guys. Me taking it step by step. Obviously, that's locked too. Huh. Okay. This is the last. Oh, and this. Huh, this is broken?
Someone's removed the keypad.
What the hell? Who did that? Okay, hello. Alright. Oh, we got another one.
All right.
Hello, Grace. This is Madeline Torre. I'd hoped this trip would be my chance to connect with others who care about you. Now, I'm not sure anyone takes these wishes seriously anymore. So, that's my wish. Help me find someone. Someone who loves you as much as I do.
Huh, that's interesting.
She sounded lonely.
Yeah.
Figure this was left here as a token. Or an offering?
That is just pretty crazy, right, guys?
Another way up.
Oh, I've got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to Jack then, if you like.
Okay.
This is level 3, Addie.
Let's look for evidence of Everett.
We finally made it, guys. Like, wow.
What's the code?
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it on her own, if she wants.
Any way of knowing
Yeah.
if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
Oh, it's a little dark over here, guys. Huh. Okay, we found another one there.
Let's try this one.
Hello, Grace. I've thought much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess I wish for them to be proud of me. Thank you, Grace.
Wow, guys. Okay, well, we got another one here.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but I'm greatly honored. At my age, I thought
That's all I can recover from this one.
Sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in
Really?
control of it all.
Wow. Damn, I mean, I don't know, guys. That's just crazy. But why, you know? We need answers, damn it. Okay, nothing else in here. So, we good. Okay.
Not yet, Addie.
Okay. Alright, so we came from there. Alright, hold up. Yeah, we opened that door. Right? Yeah, okay. So let's go over here then.
Here you go. Try again.
Yeah, no.
That's not it.
Honestly,
my.
how did you ever manage to get here on your own?
That is literally what I just did.
There we go.
Okay, well, no, I didn't, guys. I lied. I was doing it the one way. Okay. Damn, like, okay, over here is like literally oh. Is that blood?
Mark Anthony here. Been moving around, keeping my head down. Won't be long before they start blaming us for schmutzing up the tubes.
Okay, you know what? I didn't even check the other room, guys. Let me do that. Because I didn't check like inside there. Maybe there might be another tube. Oh no, okay. Well, never mind. This was locked. Okay. Okay. Got another one here. We got two. Well, technically three. Okay. Let's do this one.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from Earth Station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns, and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
Huh. Huh. Do. Oh.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again. This time up north, I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
I think burning this would have been the better move.
Alright, well. This shit literally said Olympus. Like, still sucks. Alright. I literally thought, oh wow, I literally thought I just saw somebody right there, guys. Oh gosh, I am bugging. I don't even know why I thought I saw somebody. Oh, weird, and weird. Alright.
Here you go.
That's it.
Okay, this is locked. We got 2.
Someone left a portrait.
What the hell? Who would leave something like that? I don't know, guys. Who knows? Alright, let's do this one.
Here, Grace. Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons. We talked about this for months. Who we could help. Who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back. I want her back.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Keeper Everett.
It
Keeper
sounds like
what?
keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he
Wow.
stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
We'll need access to the elevator to learn more.
Ah, a
Obviously,
classic paradox.
yeah.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator.
Or you could uncover more canisters and learn more about the people who came here.
Reaching the beacon is the priority. You must move on.
That must be Najisha.
So he literally was a keeper then, guys? Like, wow. Obviously, we need to know more. Like, this is literally just keeps... Like I said, guys. This is getting pretty good. But I tell you what, guys. Oh, there's another one here.
Here you go.
Perfect. Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addie.
Not
Well,
cool,
okay,
boss.
wow, yeah, not
Control.
cool at all.
Unbelievable.
I was about to say, like, what the hell happened with the lights? This is literally a dark room indeed. Yeah, this whole thing, like, broken.
Look how beat up this is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe
Yeah.
fear also played a part here.
I would say that too. This is close. Alright, well, we got 2 here.
Logic will open the way to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, calm down. I want to obviously learn more. Like these people here.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now. I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful. And I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon. Make things work. I'd like you to know that we still love you and
think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you were missed.
So Grace would receive wishes and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons. Could that really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful.
I would say
Perhaps just returning with a
probably.
more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
Why do you insist on defying me?
I'm starting to enjoy it.
Can you move, please?
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
There's just like so many questions like that needs answer, guys. Like obviously I would say now we just found out that like some people didn't like coming over here. Like why? You know? I mean, obviously it has to be a reason. But yeah, guys, but I tell you what, obviously I am gonna call it quits here. Once again, this is literally, it's just getting interesting. Like like I said before, I really like how this is going as of right now. Like we also like we are learning like a little bit more information about what happened to Grace now with Evelyn. You know, like now we found out like he's a keeper. And then like people, you know, like is, you know, making a wish, you know, to Grace. So yeah, it's just like a lot, guys, but I really am liking, you know, that we are getting like more information of like what happened here, like with the people and all that stuff, you know, and why like some of them, you know, didn't like coming over here, you know. So it's just a lot, you know, that we are finding out, guys. But it's just it's really interesting, like I said. But right off the bat, I really am liking this so far, and I really am enjoying it. Once again, I did not expect like, you know, like this game was gonna like turn out like obviously like this and pretty much like being good, you could say. Which I am glad, you know, like this, you know, game is like really is just getting, you know, good and getting going somewhere, you know. So I am glad for that. And yeah, and also guys, I hope, you know, you are enjoying it. I hope you guys are liking it too. And I really am glad, you know, like I literally just checked this game out. And yeah, so obviously that just really is awesome. But so yeah, guys, but either way, if you do want to see like another gameplay on this, just let it be known. Obviously guys, you already know by just liking a like on this video. Obviously that will let me know if you guys like want another gameplay ASAP. And yeah, obviously I am looking forward like to come back to this and continue, you know. So yeah, but anyways guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please go ahead and like this video a thumbs up. Really would appreciate and support, will make my day as always. Also guys, thank you for watching as well, and yeah, hopefully I will catch you guys in the next one.